Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. Happy New Year. We're going to continue practicing division using that standard algorithm that we learned last year. Ha, ha, ha. Let's go ahead and take a screenshot of the steps so you have it. So if you want to split your screen or something later on and follow the steps as we go. All right, we're going to start with a little cute video. Hopefully it reminds you all about division and it sticks in your head so you can remember all those steps, okay? Here we go.
I've been trying to get it right. Been studying all night. Can't do it in my head. Can I calculate instead? My teacher said. Gotta show me all your steps. I'll give it a check. And find where you went wrong. Listen to my song and sing along. First you must divide, and then you multiply and subtract. Then you bring it down. The last thing that you do is check.
All right, friends, so you're going to divide, multiply, subtract, bring it down, and check. What they're saying when they say check is to make sure that you don't have to repeat all those steps again. So let's get started and let's try it. Let's start with 25 divided by 4 and our variables m. Like it says in our steps, we're going to list our multiples first of the divisor. So we're going to look at that divisor, which is 4, and we're going to list our multiples. I want you to pause your video and try that for me. Okay, so what you've done is you've listed your multiples, the first 10 for the number 4, then you listed your steps. Now we're going to go through and we're going to solve. So we're solving 25 divided by 4. So the first number we're looking at is the number 2. So I want you to think if we had 2 cookies, this is why I like math, I think of food. 2 cookies, can I take a group of 4 out of there? Which means, can I take 4 cookies out of that group? Or let's look over here in our cheat sheet. Do you see the number 2? No. So that means I can't do it. I can't divide. So now we're going to look at the number 25. And we're trying to think, if I had 25 cookies in front of me, can I pull groups of 4 out of them? And the answer is yes. Let's try to see how many groups of 4 we can make. So we're going to look over here for the number 25. Remember, we can't go over 25. So 28, 32, 36, 40, none of those would work. 24 would work because it's very close, but it doesn't go over. How many groups of 4 to get to 24? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could take 6 groups of 4. So above that 5, I put my 6. I'm going to cross off divide because that was me dividing. Up next is multiply. So I'm going to multiply 6 times 4. Now you don't have to sit there and count on your fingers and your toes. You can look back up here on your cheat sheet. You already did all that hard work. 6 times 4 is 24. So underneath, I'm going to put my 24. That's me multiplying. Now I'm going to subtract. Remember, I'm looking at 25 and 24. If I have 25 cookies, I take 24 away. I'm left with 1 cookie. Now, we're going to check. Can I have just 1 cookie and take 4 away? No. Do I have anything left to bring down? Doesn't look like it. So that becomes my leftovers or my remainder. So when we're talking about the variable m, 6 remainder 1 is our quotient or our answer. For m, remember, we can use the inverse operation to double check our work. And c, I multiply my quotient by my divisor and I add my remainder. So 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25, and that's my dividend. So that's how I know I was accurate. All right, let's try another one. What I did was I solved the next problem all by myself before coffee though. So I need your help. Can you go ahead and solve 45 divided by 3 and try to tell me the value of E? I think it's 15 remainder 0. But I'd like you to solve it and compare your work to my work. And then let's see, did I solve it correctly? Go ahead, pause your video and solve this. All right, friends, thanks for going and solving this to check my work. There's 2 answers technically for this problem. When you're solving for a variable, if there's a remainder of nothing, you don't even have to write that. You could just say 15. Technically, you could say 15 remainder 0 because it's the same value of just 15. So yes, Mrs. Andrews was correct, but you could have also said, Mrs. Andrews, you could have just wrote 15. All right, let's keep working. Our next equation, we're solving 49 divided by 3. I'd like you to pause your video, list your multiples, list your steps, and then double check with me. All right, friends, so you should have listed your multiples for the divisor, which is 3. I like to list 10 of them. Then you listed your steps. Now we're going to look at the number 4. We're trying to see if I have 4 cookies, can I take a group of 3 out of them? And I can't. Could also look at our cheat sheet. I'm looking for the number 4 or as close as I can, but I can't go over. So I see, yes, I could take one group of 3 out of the number 4, and that would be 1 time. That's me divided. Now I'm going to multiply that 1 times 3, which we already have the answer. 1 times 3 is 3. Now I'm going to subtract. I'm subtracting 4 minus 3, which we know gives us a difference of 1. Now, before we bring down, we just like to check, like they said in our video, can I have 1 cookie and take 3 away from here? No. So this is where I'm going to bring down. I'm going to bring down that 9, which really means, boys and girls, that we're looking at truly the number 19 now. Not just 1, not just 9. We're looking at 19. So I want you to imagine we have 19 cookies. Can we take groups of 3 out of the number 19? So over here, we're looking for 19, or getting as close as we can without going over. So I see the closest I can get is 18, and it's groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 3. So above that 9, I put my 6. That's me dividing. Next, I multiply. So I'm multiplying this 6 times 3, which you guys already told me was 18. Then after I multiply, I'm going to subtract. 19 minus 18 is 1. Do I have anything left to bring down? No. Can I have 1 cookie and take 3 away? No. So that's our remainder. So the value of R is 16 remainder 1. All right. Nice job, guys. Let's keep working. Our next equation is a 3-digit by 1-digit, which means we may have to repeat the process once or twice, okay? So we're gonna first pause our video, list our multiples and our steps. Awesome, so thank you for listing your steps and listing your multiples. So our first number we're looking at is the number 5. So I want you to imagine we have 5 cookies and we're trying to take a group of 3 out of them. Could also look over here and get as close as we can. 6 wouldn't work because it's more. That's more than the cookies we have. So the next closest is 3. We could take one group of 3 out of the number 5. So above that 5, I put my 1. That's me dividing. Next, I multiply. 1 times 3, remember, you already solved it. Underneath that 5, because that's the number I'm working with, I'm going to subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2. I'm going to then bring down. So now I'm looking at the number 21. I'm going to change the color, hoping that you can see what we're focusing on. 21 is our new number. So I want you to imagine we have 21 cookies, and we're trying to take groups of 3 out. So let's look at our cheat sheet, and we're looking for the number 21. I see it. And let's see how many groups of 3 we can take out of 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups of 3. So above that 1, I'm going to put my 7. That's me dividing. Then I'm going to multiply that. 7 times 3. Don't sit there and count them up. You know the answer. You just circled it. It's 21. So 7 times 3 is 21. After I multiply, I'm going to subtract. 21 minus 21 is 0. Uh-oh. Now I have 0 cookies. Can I take a group of 3 out of 0? No, I can't have. If I have nothing, I can't take a group of anything. So I'm going to bring down. I'm going to bring down my 4. So I want you to now imagine 1, 2, 3, 4 cookies. Can I take a group of 3 out of that number 4? Yes, I could take one group out of it. So I put my 1 on top with my quotient. That's me dividing. Next, I multiply. 1 times 3 is 3. After I multiply, I'm going to subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1. I can't have 1 cookie and take 3 away. Just doesn't work. I have nothing left to bring down. So that 1 left over is my remainder, giving me a quotient or an answer for y of 171 remainder 1. Okay? Nice work. What I'd like you to do is we are going to try the next one. And I want you to pause your video, try it all, do all of the steps. If you get stuck, power through, keep trying, don't give up, and then check back with me for your answer, okay? All right, friends, so when you went through to solve this, the very first step, you just started looking at that number 2. And when you looked, that meant you had 2 cookies. Can you take 5 cookies away from there? No, we can't take a group of 5 out of it. So we're going to look at the number 21 because we couldn't divide into that 2. So we're going to look at the number 21. Can I take, if I have 21 cookies, groups of 5 out? So I'm looking over here for the number 21. I don't see 21, but I see it pretty close at 20. 25 would be too much because it's over. Let's see how many times 5 can go into 20. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So above that 1, I put the quotient of 4. That's me dividing. Now I can multiply. 4 times 5, remember you already did the work, and you should have gotten 20. Then you're going to subtract that 21 minus 20, and you get a difference of 1. We know if we have 1 cookie, we can't take a group of 5 out of it. So we're going to bring down. Now I'm really looking at the number 14. Can I divide 5 into 14? So can I take groups of 5 out of it? Looking over here for as close as I can get, 15 wouldn't work because it's too much, but 10 would work. And I know 5 can go into 10. 1, 2 times. So I put my 2 on top. That's me dividing. Then I'm going to multiply. That 2 times 5 equals 10. Next, I subtract. 14 minus 10 is 4. I have nothing left to bring down, and I know if I have 4 cookies, I can't take 5 out of it. So that would be my leftovers. So my correct answer, or my value for C, would be 42 remainder 4. Okay? All right. Nice job. What I'd like you to do now for your exit ticket today, all you have to do, if you're in your classroom, you're just going to show your classroom teacher. You don't have to email me or anything. You're just going to list the steps for division. What are those steps that we do to divide using the standard algorithm? If you're virtual or at home today, can you just email me, hey, Mrs. Andrews, the steps for dividing using the standard algorithm are, and then tell me those steps. Thanks for working hard. We're going to continue practicing division tomorrow too, okay? Thanks, guys.